Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of identifying functions. This is standard 8.5G in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 3, which is a new item type called multi-select of the 2023 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we've just got this basic table of values. It shows that y is a function of x, and we need to find ordered pairs that can also belong to this function. This is a 2-point problem. It says 2 very clearly there, and if you select just one and try to move on, it is going to come up with the error message saying you've only selected one. If you try to select a third, you see how I've selected the first two. I can't get that third, so there is a way to try to move on after one, but there's no way to just select more than two. So we need to select two answers. So which ordered pairs can also belong to this function? So let's just take a look at this. Right, there's a few different ways to solve this problem. One, we've been working on input-output tables for quite a while, and we probably can just take a look at this and say, what's the rule? If I can find a rule here between the x and the y, I can probably find one that's going to, follow that same pattern. And if we're looking at it, it looks like the x's and the y's are just one apart. Now, it's a little bit confusing here. If I use my number line here as 0, right? So it jumps from -4 to -5. So it looks like it moves to the left one, which that's a -1. Sometimes it might look like a +1 because the 4 turns into a 5, but it's negative. It's a -1 because it becomes one smaller. Right, so here's your 2. -2 becomes -3. That's also a -1. And then 6 becomes 5, right? So there's your 5, there's your 6. 6 becomes 5, -1. And then we've got an 8 turning into a 7. Okay, so it looks like we've got a -1 that works. Okay, so one way to solve this would be to find the rule and, see which pair works here. Okay, so -4 to 3. Interesting, right? So it looks like it's not even a -1. It looks like from 4 to 3, it looks like it goes to that's a +7. Yeah, because it goes from, and I'll use a different color here, it goes from a 4 all the way up to and we'll put a 3 right here. Okay, so that's the wrong direction. Okay, that's a +7, and that's the wrong direction. Let's see, so I've got a -2, 3. So here's my -2, and there's my 3. Yeah, that's moving wrong direction. That's a +5. So that's not working either. Now, okay, 4, 3, that could work. So here's my 4, and then there's my 3. Look at that. I've got a -1. Okay, so that could work. 6, 8. Nope, that's going to be from 6 to 8, right? +2. Not going to work. 9 to 8. All right, that could work. So 9 to 8, that's a -1. Okay, so it looks like it could be that third option and that fifth option. Now, let me show you a much easier way to do it. Guys, it's a function. It says it's a function. So each x has one y. Each input leads to one output. Okay? Look at this -4 right here. You can't have this -4 go to a -5 and a -4 go to a 3. You can't repeat a -2 going to 3 and have a -2 go to -3. You can't repeat the 6 going to an 8 and have a 6 going to a 5. Those aren't functions. So the answers are the third and fifth.